Welcome to the 2024 Edward Waters University National Signing Day Special. Alongside the head coach, Toriano Morgan, I'm Joshua Jackson. Coach, signed 16 players so far to
Yes.
play for the Tigers in 2024. I'll get the obvious question first out of the way. How excited are you about these guys that are coming onto the fold?
I think in the 3 years that we've been here, this being our second full recruiting cycle, I think that as a class, this is a very probably the most talented class from top to bottom. We were able to fill some immediate needs, and we got some guys that we truly believe can come in and have an immediate impact.
You've even flipped a couple of guys from the Division One level. I think that says a lot about the move from NAIA to Division Two or to the NCAA level. No offense to an NAIA school, but you really see a different kind of player coming into the fold that's going to make you a very competitive ball club for years to come.
And that was the recruiting DNA for this recruiting cycle was we wanted guys that could go out and we feel like not only just take us to the next level for the regular season, but now as we're able to compete in the postseason, guys that can actually make that impact and collectively come in and make us a better team.
You hear in draft talk at the NFL level, drafting for need as opposed to drafting for need and best position available as opposed to drafting for need. When you're looking at recruiting and looking at your team coming into this season, are you recruiting best player available? Are you recruiting for a specific need? What were your thoughts as you looked into this, the guys that you bring in here?
Well, we had some matriculation, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So areas that we needed to get some depth. We looked at guys that will bring value that can not only just come in and compete at their primary position, but could actually contribute on special teams and allow us to be a truly a better team. As far as our kicking game, we definitely went ahead and we think that in that area with mid years as well as now that today we got better at that position as well. We think Cooper can come in and he's gonna be able to add value to this team. So guys like those, that type of young man was the guy that model that we were trying to look for as we were going through this recruiting process.
Of course, what if not the most important position on any football team is the quarterback position. You're looking to try to replace a quarterback that was 10-5 in his 2 years as a starter at Edward Waters and Jarvin Russell, who's now going on to hopefully get some looks at the division at the NFL level or professional level. Just your thoughts on the quarterback position. There's still a lot of talent here on the squad, but you've got to be able to have some guys to get them the football. So your thoughts on the quarterback position and how you attack that in this recruiting cycle?
Well, with the quarterback position, we never want to be in a situation to where we're desperately needing a quarterback. So we want to be able to develop at that position. You got guys that are here now that have been in the system for 3 years. We did bring in two transfer guys, and then we signed another young man, Antonio Smith, out of Miami Central Senior High School. So it's a very very talented group. I think they're have a lot of the same attributes. Leadership is one thing that is important, and I think all of these guys so far have displayed that they can lead from their perspective areas, from their perspective teams prior to. So as we get here into spring ball, we'll get out there on the field, it'll work itself out.
Looking at the defensive side of the football, especially with the guys that you signed today, there was just huge guys. I saw, 6'4", 6'5", 6'1", 6'2", on that side of the football at every level of that side of the ball. Just your thoughts on the defense and what you're being able to bring in, and hopefully they'll be able to really take you to that next level as we begin to compete for an SIAC championship.
Well, we've always used the term around here when we're building our team out that we want to have a Florida-ristic offense and a Florida fast defense. We got faster today. We got bigger and longer. So we wanted guys that added some length, could still have ability to grow, but they could run not just east and west, but north and south as well, tracking the football. So if you watch their highlight tapes, you're going to see some guys that get to the football with some relentless intention when they get there. So we're excited about the defensive guys from top to bottom that signed today.
One of the biggest things that you tried to do, especially since with you being here, is being able to take care of home, being able to recruit Jacksonville at a higher level. getting some Jacksonville guys to come in. Jamal Harvey Jackson, first name comes to mind, from Riverside High School, will actually follow in the footsteps of his head coach and Antoine Nicholas, who was a great defensive back here, All-American defensive back here at Edward Waters. Going out to Fletcher, getting some players. Going to West Side and going to NFEI, getting some players to come there. Your thoughts on being able to recruit here at this fertile ground here in Jacksonville? Hopefully that will take you to another level here.
Right, and it goes to show that before we expand out, we do want to win the 904 First Coast area, and I think that was evident with this class. We got two guys as well from Mandarin as well, so we definitely want to make sure that we respect the brand of football that is a high level brand of football, high school football here, and get guys from these winning programs here into our program and allow them to give them the opportunity to stay close to home and be able to be celebrated by their families by being able to see them play on Saturdays.
Now, with today being National Signing Day being quote unquote over, that does not necessarily mean that recruiting is going to stop. There's still some transfer portal guys you guys are looking at, some high school guys you're still looking at. So there's still a lot of work that still needs to be done in order to put this 2024 class to bed.
Absolutely, recruiting always is in some form in season. So you're always looking to get better. Our motto is that we're always still going to respect the high school student and bring them into our program and work to develop them. But then, there are just some needs of some places or some pieces that you do have to give its immediate attention, or you'll be playing against it on Saturday. So that's the element that the transfer portal brings in. So we will be, looking to get the best available now at that particular point to finish off this class and take us to championship caliber football.
As we look into 2024, as we look into the spring and getting ready to go into what we hope is going to be an exciting fall, there's that carrot that you're dangling out right now, that the transition period is over going into next year. Now you'll be able to compete not only for an SIAC championship, but potentially an at-large bid, or being able to win the championship and being able to get that bid to the NCAA Division II tournament. What are you telling your guys about that opportunity to truly not only win an SIAC championship, but potentially be able to compete for a national championship?
Well, that just kind of brings it excitement within itself. But we got to keep the main thing, and that's right now winning in the classroom, winning in the weight room, and then transitioning that over to spring ball and getting better from that standpoint. We're just kind of keep everything in perspective, and I think we've grown a team that has gone from learning to win to expecting to win. So now we have to build on that mentality, but in all things that we do. So as we go into this next phase here during the off season, we're gonna just concentrate on winning that phase, and then let that take us into the season and show the work, so the fruits of our labor.
All right, Coach, we appreciate your time, and congratulations on another great class.
No, thank you. Appreciate it.
The head coach of the Tigers, Toriano Morgan, of course, for all the latest news and inside information on the 2024 class of Tigers that are going to be coming in. Log on to our website. That's EWUTigerPride.com. That's head coach Toriano Morgan. I'm Joshua Jackson. We'll talk to you again down the road.